Hello dear students, welcome back in class 9th chemistry. Students, I hope that you all are safe and sound at your homes. Well, today we are going to discuss about part 5 of chapter 4, that is structure of the atom. In part 5 of this chapter we will learn in detail about mass number, isotopes, how to calculate the average atomic mass of the elements existing as isotopes, applications of isotopes and isobars. Let us start with mass number. What is mass number of an element? Mass number is the sum of total number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom. It is denoted by capital letter A. Students, protons and neutrons present in the nucleus together are called nucleons. Let us see how to calculate mass number of an element. Mass number denoted by capital letter A is equal to sum of total number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom. So A is equal to protons plus neutrons. A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom. Let us take one example of sodium atom. Atomic number Z is equal to 11 because atomic number is represented by capital letter Z. Z is equal to 11. Number of protons are 11, number of electrons are 11 and number of neutrons are 12. So how to calculate the mass number of sodium? By adding the number of protons and number of neutrons. So mass number of sodium is calculated as sum of 11 plus 12 is equal to 23. It means what is mass number of sodium? Mass number of sodium A is equal to 23. So mass number of sodium is 23. Atomic number is 11. Number of protons are 11. Number of electrons are 11. And number of neutrons are 12. Students, we can also calculate the number of neutrons of an atom by using this formula. If we know the number of protons and mass number of an atom, we can calculate the number of neutrons by subtracting the number of protons from mass number of an atom. Let us see one more example. Example of carbon atom. Its atomic number is 6, number of protons are 6, number of electrons are 6 and number of neutrons are 6. What is the mass number of carbon? Mass number of carbon is calculated by adding number of protons and number of neutrons present in the nucleus of carbon atom. It comes out to be 6 number of protons plus 6 number of neutrons is equal to 12. So mass number of carbon is 12. Again, if we know mass number of carbon or its atomic number or number of protons, we can calculate number of neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom. Let us see how an atom of element can be written with its mass number and atomic number. This X represents the chemical symbol of an element. Its mass number is written at the top on the left side of the symbol of the element as superscript. Its atomic number is written at the bottom on the left side of the symbol of the element. Let us see an example. This is symbol of helium element. Mass number of helium is 4, which is written at the top on the left side of symbol of helium. Atomic number of helium is 2, which is written at the bottom of its symbol as subscript. Now students, let us see how to calculate the number of protons electrons and neutrons in the given element, which is represented like this. This is the symbol of carbon. So 6 number represent its atomic number, 12 represents its mass number. From atomic number we can know about its number of protons, because atomic number is equal to number of protons. So if atomic number is 6, number of protons are 6, and number of electrons are equal to number of protons, so number of electrons in carbon atom are also 6. Now what is the number of neutron? How can we calculate the number of neutron? Students, we are given mass number of carbon as 12 and atomic number of carbon as 6. So by using this formula, A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons, we can calculate the number of neutrons by subtracting the number of protons, that is 6, from mass number, that is 12, and we get 6 as number of neutrons in carbon. Similarly, see the example of helium. Atomic number of helium is 2. So number of protons are 2, number of electrons are 2. Mass number is 4, but number of neutrons are not shown. We can calculate number of neutrons in this helium element by subtracting the number of protons from mass number, that is 4. By subtracting 2 protons from mass number 4, we get the number of neutrons in helium atom, that is 2. In this way we can calculate atomic number, number of protons, number of electrons, number of neutrons, its mass number from this information given in this symbol. Now students, let us try this question. There are 15 protons and 16 neutrons in the nucleus of an atom of this element. Calculate its atomic number and mass number. How will you represent this element and name this element? Students, as the number of protons are given, that is 15, from number of protons we can find out atomic number of this element, because number of protons are equal to its atomic number. So number of protons are 15, atomic number of this element Z is also 15. See how we can calculate mass number. Mass number of this element is calculated by using this relation, A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. As number of protons 15 are given in this statement, number of neutrons 16 are also given in this statement. So by adding number of protons with number of neutrons, we can get the mass number of this element, that is 31. So how can we represent this element? The name of this element is not given, so we represent it by X by writing its mass number as superscript at the top on the left side of the symbol as 31, and atomic number at the bottom on the left side of this element as subscript. So 31x15 is the symbol of this element. Now let us find the actual name of this element. Students, you have learnt first 20 elements, and you know now that which element has atomic number 15. Yes, it is phosphorus. So name of the element is phosphorus. In place of X we can write the symbol of phosphorus with its mass number 31 and atomic number 15. This is the representation of this element phosphorus with atomic number 15 and mass number 31. In this way you can be asked questions in the exams. So I hope that you are able to answer such type of questions in your exams. Now students, let us learn about two important topics, that are isotopes and isobars. Let us see first what are isotopes. Students, in nature a number of atoms of some elements have been identified which have the same atomic number but different mass numbers. So the atoms of same elements having same atomic number but different mass number are called isotopes. Let us take the example of element hydrogen. The same element hydrogen has three atomic species, namely protium, deuterium and tritium. Protium is represented as 1H1, deuterium is represented as 2H1, tritium is represented as 3H1. It is clearly seen from these three representations or three symbols of isotopes of hydrogen that protium, deuterium and tritium all have same atomic number, that is 1, but their mass number are different. Protium has mass number 1, deuterium has mass number 2 and tritium has mass number 3. So in this way, the atoms of same element having the same atomic number but different mass number are called isotopes. So let us revise the isotopes of hydrogen. There are three isotopes of hydrogen: protium, deuterium and tritium. Students, isotopes have same atomic number, so they have same number of protons and same number of electrons, but they have different mass number, and difference in their mass number is due to presence of different number of neutrons in their nuclei. Let us calculate the number of neutrons in the three isotopes of hydrogen element. See here, how can we calculate number of neutrons? We can calculate number of neutrons by subtracting atomic number or number of protons from mass number. Let us see the case of protium. Mass number of protium is 1, atomic number of protium is 1. Atomic number 1 means number of proton is 1. So we can calculate the number of neutron in the nucleus of protium by subtracting atomic number from mass number or number of proton from mass number. So when we subtract atomic number 1 from mass number 1 in case of protium, the number of neutron will be 0. It means this protium, which is the isotope of hydrogen, does not have any neutron in its nucleus. It means it has one proton and one electron but no neutron. So students, you can be asked in the exam, name the isotope of hydrogen that does not contain neutron. So answer is protium. Now let us see the case of deuterium, the second isotope of hydrogen. It has mass number 2 and atomic number 1. So by subtracting atomic number or number of protons, that is 1, from its mass number, that is 2, we get the number of neutrons in the nucleus of deuterium, that is 1. So name the isotope of hydrogen that has 1 neutron in its nucleus, that is deuterium. Now let us see the third isotope of hydrogen, that is tritium. It has 1 atomic number but mass number 3. So by subtracting 1 atomic number from 3 mass number, we get 2 neutrons in the nucleus of tritium. So name the isotope of hydrogen that contains 2 neutrons in its nucleus, that is tritium. So students, you can see from the atomic models of these three isotopes of hydrogen that protium contains only 1 proton but no neutron in its nucleus. Deuterium contains 1 neutron and 1 proton in its nucleus, whereas tritium contains 2 neutrons and 1 proton in its nucleus. Now let us see another example, the isotopes of element carbon. There are 3 isotopes of element carbon are given in your book. There are 2 isotopes are given, one with mass number 12 and mass number 14. But there are 3 isotopes of carbon with mass number 12, mass number 13 and mass number 14. but their atomic number, their number of protons and their number of electrons are same, that is 6. So let us see how these three isotopes of carbon differ from each other on the basis of their mass number and number of neutrons. In carbon 12, if you subtract atomic number from its mass number, the number of neutrons comes out to be 6. So carbon 12 has 6 neutrons and 6 protons in its nucleus. Carbon 13, if you subtract atomic number 6 from mass number 13, you get number of neutrons 7. So carbon 13 has 6 protons and 7 neutrons in its nucleus. Carbon 14, if you subtract atomic number 6 from mass number 14, you will get number of neutrons in carbon 14, 8. So nucleus of carbon 14 isotope has 8 neutrons and 6 protons in its nucleus. Students, one important point that you have to note down, that as the atomic number of all isotopes of an element is same, so number of protons and number of electrons are also same. It means their chemical properties are also same, because chemical properties depend upon number of electrons. So atoms of same element having same atomic number has same identical chemical properties, whether it is carbon 12, carbon 13 or carbon 14. The chemical properties of all three isotopes of carbon are same. Similarly, whether it is protium, deuterium or tritium isotopes of hydrogen, their chemical properties are same because they have same atomic number and same number of electrons. So electrons determine their chemical properties. Now answer these questions. Why do isotopes of an element have same chemical properties? Students, we have just discussed that the isotopes of element have same chemical properties as they have same atomic number and hence same number of electrons. Another question, on which subatomic particle the isotopes differ from each other? The answer is neutrons, because they have same atomic number, hence same number of protons and hence same number of electrons, but only difference lies in the number of neutrons, which make their mass number different from each other. Now students, let us answer one more question. For symbol HDT, H means protium or simple hydrogen, which represents ordinary hydrogen, D for deuterium and T for tritium. Tabulate the three subatomic particles found in each of them. This question is also asked as blueprint question 1 on page number 53 of chapter 4 in your text science book. Let us see the isotopes of hydrogen, protium, deuterium and tritium, HDT. Its symbol, protium symbol is 1H1, deuterium 2H1, tritium 3H1. Atomic number of protium is 1, mass number is 1, number of proton is 1, number of electron is 1, but it does not contain any neutron. Deuterium 2H1, atomic number 1, mass number 2, protons, number of protons 1, number of electron 1 and number of neutron 1. Tritium 3H1, atomic number 1, mass number 3, proton, number of proton 1, number of electron 1 and number of neutron is 2. So students, in exams you can be asked the question like name the isotope of hydrogen that contains no neutron. So answer is protium. And the isotope of hydrogen that contains only one neutron, that is deuterium. And isotope of hydrogen that contains two neutrons, answer is tritium. Now students, let us take the example of chlorine element. Chlorine occurs in nature in two isotopic forms. One is as chlorine 35 and other chlorine 37. With their atomic masses 35U and 37U. In the ratio of 3:1 means 75% of chlorine with atomic mass 35U occurs in nature and 25% of chlorine with atomic mass 37U is found in nature. In such situation, one question arises. What should we take as the mass of chlorine atom? Let us find out an answer. If an element occurs in isotopic form, then we must know the percentage of each isotopic form and then average atomic mass is calculated. Let us see the example of chlorine atom. See, the percentage of chlorine 35 is 75% and the percentage of chlorine 37 is 25%. So in this case we can calculate the average atomic mass of chlorine atom by multiplying the mass of one isotope with its percentage abundance in nature and then add its value with the multiplication of mass of another isotope with its percentage abundance in nature. See, in the case of chlorine, 75%, that is 75 by 100 multiplied by its atomic mass 35 plus 25% of another isotope of chlorine with the atomic mass 37. On calculating this whole, the average atomic mass of chlorine comes out to be 35.5 U. It means the chlorine with 37 atomic mass and chlorine with 35 atomic mass, when we take the average atomic mass of these two isotopes of chlorine, we take 35.5 U. So students, on the basis of this example, one numerical is asked in the exercise part of chapter 4 as question number 12, page 55. Let us see what is it. If the bromine atom is available in the form of say two isotopes which are 79 bromine 35 with its percentage in nature 49.7% and 81 bromine 35 with its percentage in nature 50.3%, then calculate the average atomic mass of bromine atom. So let us find out the answer or the solution of this numerical. See, what is the percentage of bromine 79 given? 49.7. What is the percentage of bromine 81 is given in the statement? That is 50.3. Now how to calculate the average atomic mass of bromine atom? It is calculated by multiplying mass of one isotope of bromine atom with its percentage abundance in nature, then adding its value with the multiplication of mass of another isotope of bromine atom and its percentage abundance in nature. Let us see by putting the value of mass of one isotope of bromine, that is 79, and multiply it with its percentage in nature 49.7 divided by 100, then add up with the multiplication of atomic mass of another isotope of bromine, that is 81, with its percentage in nature, that is 50.3 divided by 100. Then on calculation it comes out to be 80.006 atomic mass unit. So average atomic mass unit of bromine atom comes out to be 80.006 unified mass or atomic mass unit. In this way we calculate the average atomic mass of bromine atom. So students, let us see one more numerical which is given on the page number 55 in the exercise part of chapter 4 as question 12. Let us see what is it. The average atomic mass of sample of an element X is 16.2 U. What are the percentages of isotopes of element X, that is 16x8 and 18x8 in the sample? Students, let us see what is given here. Here the average atomic mass of an element X is given, that is 16.2 U. But the percentage of isotopes of element X are not given. That we have to find out. For this, we have to assume the percentage of isotope X with atomic mass 16 as X and percentage of second isotope of element X with atomic mass 18 as 100 minus X. So percentage of X16 is X and let the percentage of X18 be 100 minus X. Now by putting the values in the general equation, we can calculate the percentage. See, on multiplying 16 with X upon 100, it comes out to be 16X upon 100, plus on multiplying 18 with 100 minus X, it comes out to be 1800 minus 18X upon 100 is equal to 16.2. Then on further solving, by subtracting 16X from 18X, it comes out to be 2X plus 1800 is equal to 16.2. Then on cross multiplying, it comes out to be minus 2X plus 1800 is equal to 16.2 multiplied by 100. Then by solving further, minus 2X is equal to, taking 1800 this side, it comes out to be 16.2 multiplied by 100 comes out to be 1620 minus 1800. So keeping minus 2x this side and subtracting 1620 from 1800, it comes out to be minus 180. On further solving, we get the value of x, that is 180 divided by 2 comes out to be 90. It means, what is x? It is the assumed percentage of X16, so it comes out to be 90%. It means the percentage of X16 comes out to be 90%, and by subtracting 90 from 100, the percentage of second isotope can be taken out, that is percentage of X with atomic mass 18 can be calculated. It comes out to be 100 minus 90 is equal to 10%. So percentage of isotope of X element, that is with the atomic mass 16, that is X16, comes out to be 90%, and percentage of second isotope, that is X18, comes out to be 10%. So students, practice these numericals because these are very important numericals and comes in exam. Let us see one more question given in exercise part of this chapter on page 55 as question number 13. Composition of the nuclei of two atomic species X and Y are given as under. See, X and Y having the protons 6 and neutrons in X is 6 and in Y it is 8. Give the mass number of X and Y species and what is the relationship between these two species. Students, we can calculate the mass of X by adding number of protons and number of neutrons. So number of protons of X are 6 and number of neutrons are also 6, as you can see from here, 6 and 6. It comes out to be 12. So mass number of X is 12. Similarly, we can calculate the mass number of Y species by adding number of protons and number of neutrons. Number of protons are 6 and number of neutrons are 8. So on adding number of protons and neutrons, the mass number of Y species comes out to be 14. Now see the atomic number in both the species is same as their number of protons are same. Both have 6 number of protons, it means their atomic number is also 6. So the atoms of elements that have same atomic number but different mass number of X comes out to be 12 and mass number of Y comes out to be 14. So it means they have different mass number but same atomic number. So what is the relationship between X and Y? They are the isotopes of same element. Now let us see what are the various applications of isotopes. Where isotopes are used. What are the uses of or applications of isotopes? An isotope of uranium-235 is used as fuel in nuclear reactors. An isotope of cobalt-60 is used in the treatment of cancer. An isotope of iodine-131 is used in the treatment of goiter. An isotope of carbon-14 is used to determine the age of the fossils. So students, you can be asked in the exam, write the applications or uses of the isotopes, or you can be asked to name the isotope that is used as fuel in nuclear reactor. So what is the answer? It is the uranium-235. Similarly, you can be asked to name the isotope that can be used in the treatment of cancer. Yes, answer is cobalt-60. Similarly, you can be asked to write the name of isotope used in treatment of goiter. Yes, it is iodine-135. Similarly, you can be asked to name the isotope which is used to determine the age of fossils. Yes, it is carbon-14. Now students, look at these elements. What you are seeing in these 3 elements, that all are different. It is argon, it is potassium, it is calcium. But what is similarity among these 3 elements? Yes, you are watching that their mass number are same. Though they are different elements, but their mass number are same. Argon with 40 mass number, potassium with 40 mass number, and calcium with 40 mass number. But their atomic number is different. Argon has atomic number 18, potassium has atomic number 19, and calcium has atomic number 20. This time their mass number are same, but their atomic numbers are different. So atoms of different elements having same mass number but different atomic number are called isobars. Now students, let us see how do these isobars differ from each other on the basis of subatomic particles. In argon with atomic number 18 and mass number 40, the number of electrons in argon are 18 and number of protons in argon are also 18. How can we calculate number of neutrons in argon? By subtracting atomic number or number of protons from mass number. By subtracting 18 atomic number or 18 number of protons from mass number 40, neutrons come out to be 22 in number. So argon has 18 number of protons, 18 number of electrons, but 22 number of neutrons. Let us see in potassium with atomic number 19 and mass number 40. As it has atomic number 19, so number of electrons in potassium are also 19 and electrons are also 19. How to calculate number of neutrons? By subtracting atomic number or number of protons from mass number. It means by subtracting 19 atomic number or number of protons from mass number 40, number of neutrons come out to be 21. See the case of calcium with atomic number 20 it has 20 number of electrons, 20 number of protons. And how to calculate number of neutrons? By subtracting 20 atomic number or 20 number of protons from mass number 40, it comes out to be 20. So argon has 22 number of neutrons, potassium has 21 number of neutrons, and calcium has 20 number of neutrons. Potassium, argon has 18 number of protons, potassium has 19 number of protons, and calcium has 20 number of protons. Argon has 18 number of electrons, potassium has 19 number of electrons, and calcium has 20 number of electrons. So in this way we can calculate the number of subatomic particles in isobars. Now students, answer one question. On which subatomic particle or particles the isobars are different from each other? Isobars are different from each other on the basis of number of protons, number of electrons, and number of neutrons. Let us see one more example. These are the atoms of two different elements, that is carbon and nitrogen, but their mass number are same. Both have 14 mass number, but their atomic number are different. One, carbon has atomic number 6 and nitrogen has atomic number 7. Now let us see element carbon with atomic number 6 has mass number 14, number of protons are 6, number of electrons are 6, and number of neutrons are calculated by subtracting the number of protons from their mass number, and it comes out to be 6. Nitrogen with mass number 14, atomic number 7, number of protons are 7, number of electrons are 7, and number of neutrons are calculated by subtracting number of protons from their mass number, it comes out to be 7. So you can see that carbon and nitrogen have different number of neutrons. Carbon has 8 number of neutrons, nitrogen has 7 number of neutrons. Carbon has 6 number of electrons, nitrogen has 7 number of electrons. Carbon has 6 number of protons, nitrogen has 7 number of protons. So all three subatomic particles are different from each other in isobars. Now students, let us see one more question which is given as blueprint question, question number 2 on page number 53 of chapter 4 in your science textbook. See what is it? Write the electronic configuration of any pair of isotopes and isobars. Let us take the example of pair of isobars, that is argon and calcium with mass number 40 and atomic number 18 and 20. You can take any other example like carbon and nitrogen with mass number 14 and atomic number 6 and 7. Here I have taken the example of argon and calcium. Number of protons in argon are 18. Number of electrons are 18 as their atomic number is 18. So on the basis of electrons we see the electronic configuration. There are 2 electrons in K shell, 8 electrons in L shell, and remaining 8 electrons are in M shell. Similarly, in calcium with atomic number 20 and mass number 40, number of protons are 20, number of electrons are 20. So on the basis of number of electrons, see the electronic configuration of calcium. 2 electrons are in K shell, 8 electrons are in L shell, 8 electrons are in M shell, and remaining 2 electrons are in N shell. See the example of isotopes of carbon, a pair of isotope, carbon with mass number 12 and atomic number 6, carbon with mass number 14 and atomic number 6. So number of protons in carbon 12 are also 6. Number of electrons are also 6, and on the basis of electrons see electronic configuration. 2 electrons in K shell and 4 electrons in L shell. Similarly, carbon 14 having the same atomic number 6 and number of protons are 6, number of electrons are 6. So their electronic configuration is also same, that is 2 electrons in K shell and 4 electrons in L shell. Now students, let us fill this table, see what is missing in this table and write the correct answers in their places. This question is also given as question number 19 in exercise part of chapter 4 on page number 56. So let us do it. See, in the first case, atomic number 9 is given, number of neutrons 10 is given, but rest of the information is not given. From atomic number 9, we know the number of protons, that is also 9. If number of protons are 9, number of electrons are also 9. And number of neutrons are given. By adding number of protons in number of neutrons, we can get the mass number. See the answer. Mass number is 19. By adding number of neutrons and number of protons, 10 plus 9. And from atomic number, we calculate the number of protons and number of electrons. The element with atomic number 9 is fluorine, so name of the element is fluorine. Similarly, you can do the second one. Atomic number 16 is given with mass number 32. Number of neutrons, number of protons, number of electrons are not given, and the name of the element sulfur is given. So, what we have to do now? From atomic number, we can calculate the number of neutrons, we can know the number of electrons. As atomic number is 16, number of protons are also 16, number of electrons are also 16, and by adding the number of neutrons and protons, we get the mass number 32, or you can subtract number of neutrons from mass number 32, you get the number of neutrons. Right? So the name of the element is sulfur because its atomic number is 16. You can learn the table as I have given you the mnemonics to learn it. Simple, easy way to learn it. One trick I have given to learn first 20 elements, or you can take the help of the table to find out the name of the element with the atomic number 16. See the third question, third part of this question. Here atomic number is not given, mass number is given 24. Again neutrons are not given, number of protons are given, number of electrons are not given, and name of element is also not given. So from number of protons we can calculate the number of atomic number. Number of protons are 12, atomic number is 12, and number of protons are 12, number of electrons are also 12. So number of electrons are 12, number of protons are 12, and number of atomic number is 12. Now to calculate the number of neutrons, we can subtract the number of protons, that is 12, from mass number 24, we get the number of neutrons. So 24 minus 12 give you the number of neutrons 12. In this way we can fill this third column also, third row also, and as the atomic number is 12, so name of the element is magnesium. Similarly, you can see the next part of this question. Again atomic number is not given, mass number is given, number of neutrons are not given, protons are given, number of electrons and name of the element is not given. So students, from number of protons you can know the atomic number of this element, that is, if it is 1, number of proton is 1, atomic number is 1. If number of proton is 1, number of electron is also 1. So we are left with number of neutrons. Now I hope you know how to calculate number of neutrons. Yes, by subtracting the number of protons from mass number. As mass number 2 is given, subtract 1 number of proton from mass number 2 minus 1, you get the number of neutrons, that is 1. Now I hope you have identified the name of the element. Yes, it is an isotope of hydrogen with mass number 2 and atomic number 1. See from down, atomic number 1, mass number 2, number of neutrons 1. So the isotope of hydrogen having 1 neutron is deuterium. Now see the last part of this question. With mass number 1, number of neutrons 0, number of protons 1, number of electrons 0, you have to identify this element and also tell its atomic number. So students, atomic number can be calculated from number of protons. See, number of proton 1 is given. It means atomic number is also 1. See from down from the answer. And it does not have any neutron. So identify the element which does not have any neutron. Yes, it is the isotope of hydrogen, that is protium, which does not has neutron. So it might be protium of hydrogen, but it is also said that it does not contain any electron. It means electron is also lost. It means it is the ionic form of hydrogen atom. So if it does not contain electron, it is the hydrogen ion, because one electron has been lost. It contains one electron and that electron has been lost, so it has formed hydrogen ion, that is H positive ion, right? So this is how you have to fill this table by applying your knowledge. So students, this is all for today's lecture. I hope that you have understood what is mass number, how to calculate mass number, how to calculate number of neutrons, what are isotopes, what are the applications of isotopes, what are isobars. If you find any difficulty in understanding any part of this lecture, kindly do ask me telephonically or through WhatsApp. So thank you students for watching this video. Stay safe, stay healthy.